You gotta stay up on there.
It is the balancing act we call parenthood.
All right, jump over that.
Spending time with our children
More time. One more
while
time.
still making enough money to support them. First-year teacher Antonio Scott tried waiting tables to supplement his income.
I was teaching and I was still serving tables every weekend. Fridays, Saturday night, Sunday morning.
But it cost him precious family time.
You have to weigh your options, what's more important, being a parent or having money, and you're going to pick being a parent. But, you need money to survive. So let's talk about this. Why is it what it is?
Scott is a recent graduate of Anderson University, the first in his family to go to college. He is passionate in the classroom and at recess.
You got to take care of the ball, Gavin. Go by him, go!
He loves what he's doing. He knows he's changing lives, but admits he has had doubts about his career choice.
There has been numerous times where I've had second thoughts about this career, simply because of money. Equal amounts of force pushing against the truck. Why?
In Greenville County, starting pay for a teacher with a bachelor's degree is just over $36,000 per year. That's among the highest in the state. But we're no longer just competing with other districts for teachers. We're competing against other sectors of the job market.
Now, what is so special about a school? I've done private lessons for lacrosse. Like I said, I've waitressed, I've tutored, dog sitting, kind of anything that people let me do, I'll do it, just to kind of make some extra money.
It's like this.
They are what?
They're parallel lines, absolutely.
Maddie Mills, in her third year teaching, chosen by her peers as Teacher of the Year at East North Street Academy. Newly married, she coaches for extra cash and prays she doesn't need new tires or require an emergency trip to the dentist.
It's not easy with bills and rent and cars and everything else that being an adult entails.
If you're sitting there thinking the struggle is an exaggeration, take a look at the math. $35,000 per year, the proposed starting salary for teachers statewide, translates into just over $2,000 a month in take-home pay, after deductions of required state retirement, basic health care, taxes, Medicare, and Social Security.
And add them together.
Beth Spence is a first-year math teacher at Tanglewood Middle School. She works a second job, coaching soccer, and a third as a weekend referee. She's currently living rent-free thanks to family, but the location requires a long commute, and it's not exactly the adult life she imagined her first year out of college.
My car is the farthest thing from pretty. I would love a new car, but I am not there yet. So I'm looking to move in August, but still I'm gonna be living with some roommates, good friends of mine, and it'll be good, but it's just really because of the pricing.
Why does Spence need roommates? Making just $2,000 a month, the average apartment rent in Greenville County, not downtown, is about $1,000. Transportation, meaning fuel, insurance, and maintenance, not a car payment, is $355. Utilities, $140. Food, $250. And student loans, $275. The average South Carolinian who borrows money for college has over $26,000 in debt.
Right, everybody understands how farming works?
Ward Yount, third-year teacher at J. L. Mann High School, is above average.
I pay about $800 a month in student loans of my own, and my wife, we pay about $200 a month on her. So we pay roughly $1,000 a month between the two of us in loans, and that's paying the absolute minimum that we're allowed to pay on her loan. So that would probably be a larger payment if we thought we could afford to make a larger payment.
Yount commutes daily from Spartanburg and works a second job coaching club basketball to pay that debt and prepare for unplanned expenses.
I get paid from upward like 5 months. That's like, $2,000 after taxes come out, and that's a lot. That's like spending money so we can have date nights or, like saving money. Everybody got it now? My wife does something similar, and a couple weeks ago, she had some stuff wrong with her car, and we had to pay $1,000. That kind of stuff is why we work our second jobs, because otherwise that's like, I don't know how we have $1,000 to pay for car trouble or whatever.
Additionally, teachers are required to obtain professional development credits to maintain their certification. Unlike other professions, teachers aren't paid for the time, and in many cases, they have to pay for the classes. And if they want their salary to increase, continuing education is a must.
I have grad school. I'm trying to get my master's because that will, in turn, bring my salary up. However, that's a big cost.
In the past, a career in education touted benefits, such as holiday and summer breaks, and a perception of fewer hours at the office. But that's no longer an enticement. According to the Center for Education Recruitment, Retention, and Advancement, the annual number of teachers completing an education program in South Carolina has dropped from 2,060 to 1,640 in just the past 5 years.
I have some friends who are in college now and who are in the education programs and are thinking about being teachers and that kind of stuff. And I know that they've thought a lot and asked a lot of questions like, do you think that I can make enough money doing this? Is it feasible for me to have that as a career and have a family, support a family, that kind of stuff? And I think that there are certainly people who will change their mind about being a teacher because of the pay.
And the number of teachers who left with 5 or fewer years of experience after the 2017-2018 school year and are no longer teaching in a public school, 1,750. 690 of those left after just their first year.
As a young teacher, and I have a lot of young teacher friends, I've heard the conversation of, I can make more money here, and that breaks my heart knowing great teachers are thinking about leaving.
When I leave here, I have so much weight on my shoulders. Like, I feel so heavy from everything that I took in. And that doesn't just mean what they bring. Yeah, what the students bring into the classroom brings a lot, and how much I care about them brings a lot. But then how we interact. If we have a bad encounter, if they're having a bad day and they take it out on me, or they take it out on another coworker that I care about or something like that, or something happens to them and they have to go to an alternative school, stuff like that have already happened that are just like, wow, I didn't know I could care about someone so much in such a short period of time, or wow, I didn't know that, even though I know that they're middle schoolers, those words hurt me.
Okay, so he said the same on each side, it will be equal. So
There is nothing more important to growing our economy than an educated and skilled workforce. The number one factor impacting student success that we can control is the quality of the teacher. We asked Scott, Mills, Spence, and Yount if they will continue to teach if salaries stay the same.
It is sustainable for me, but it's very understandable why it's not for everyone.
I love being a teacher. I don't think I would want to do anything else. But sometimes when I think about having a family and I know that there are situations in my life where I would have to do something else to provide for my family.
This is where I think I'm meant to be. My heart is here. So if that means waitressing in the summer or tutoring on the side or dog sitting people, I'll do it to continue to do this job.
I love doing it. I love helping children learn, but at the same time, I also have a son, and not being put in a bind, not really a bind, but like being put in a financial hole and not being able to, provide for him, that's when, you have to just take a step back and really think about things.
Hold on, let me get